Welcome to your daily dose of Carolina Bays. The caption of the image of Big Bay says that to the south of the bay, concentric sand rims representing paleo shorelines are progressively younger toward the bay interior. The date of 20.5 thousand years ago is from sands associated with the smaller bay to the south. The Aeolian sand sheet is sourced from the Watery River about 10 kilometers to the west and was moving west to east across Big Bay approximately 74,000 years ago. The surface of the sand sheet was subsequently reworked 33,000 to 29,000 years ago. The paper by Brooks characterized the sandy deposits as an Aeolian sand sheet blown from the Watery River. In this analysis, we will consider that the sand sheet was actually carried as a slurry after one or more glacier ice impacts on the Watery River. The idea that the sand sheet was created by a splash from the Watery River is justified by comparing the west side of Big Bay, which has no Carolina bays, and the east side, which has numerous small bays, even though some of them are badly eroded. A splash from the Watery River could have dredged the soil and obliterated any bays that had been in place on the west side. The soil was then deposited as a sand sheet on the rim of Big Bay. The Carolina Bays are the most prevalent geological structures of the Atlantic coastal plain, and they cover 100% of the surface that has not been eroded by rivers or creeks. Even though there are no remnants of bays in the Watery River, we begin by assuming that one or more impacts on the river splash some mud and water onto the river bank. The high energy of the impact and its seismic vibrations liquefy the ground and carry the watery slurry toward the location of Big Bay. Big Bay was created when the impact of an ice boulder with a diameter of 997 meters struck the ground at an angle of 38.7 degrees, while the slurry of water and sand was approaching the location of Big Bay. Almost immediately after the formation of Big Bay, the sand slurry lost its forward momentum as it covered the western rim of the bay. A small ice projectile with a trajectory of 327 kilometers above the surface of the Earth impacted the sand sheet shortly after its formation. The time between the formation of Big Bay and the small bay was 80 seconds. In summary, the time between the formation of Big Bay and the small bay is 80 seconds. The time to deposit the sand sheet after the impacts on the river is 126 seconds. From these times, we can see that the emplacement of Big Bay has to take place at least 46 seconds after the impacts on the river. Otherwise, the small bay will be covered by the sand sheet. Also, Big Bay cannot be emplaced more than 126 seconds after the impacts on the river, because then it will not be covered by the sand sheet. The result is a carefully choreographed ballistic deposition lasting approximately 146 seconds to 176 seconds. This is an interval of 2 minutes and 26 seconds to 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Stay tuned for more information.